Day 39 of Doing It Scared. I'm learning to praise in times of hurt, in times of need. When you don't know what to do, you can pray and you can praise. And it doesn't really matter what your religion is or what you believe about spirituality. Praise can look like a lot of different things, but I think it is making a joyful noise. It's singing and dancing. And those two things are so incredibly powerful. So many things are not going my way. So many things in my life are not going my way. Not going the exact way I want them to go, I should say, at this time. And it's really hard to want to try to change it. It's really hard to not want to try to change it. It's really hard to not wish for it to be different. And I always have a little bit of cringe feeling in my body when I say this, but wherever you are, you're going through the things you're going through for a reason, for your betterment. And you have to start looking at those things through that lens. You have to realize that, okay, if I was to be tested to become my best self, what would I be put through? I know we all kind of think that we want an easy life, or a lot of us think that we want an easy life, that we want things to come effortlessly, that we want things to not have any challenge. But without the struggle, there is no story. Without the struggle, there is no fun. There is no peace. If you don't experience sadness, you don't know what happiness is. And as much as I don't want to wish struggle onto people or wish that you have a hard time in life, it's almost as if you have to go through those things so you can get to the other side and understand what the other side feels like. I'm thinking of a story, and in the Bible, I grew up in a Christian home, and we talked a lot about Bible stories. And something that was often said was we needed to sin in order to see God's full glory. And I didn't really understand what that meant, and I don't think it was meant necessarily portrayed to me this way, but I think that what I see that as today is that we need the struggle in order to see our greatness. And as much as it sucks to sit there and tell you that you're strong and you have to keep going and all this stuff, I also realize that all these cliches, right? Like strong metal is made in the flames, in the fire. And through that fire, strength is forged. And it's just like the gym. You go in the gym and you build your muscles up. But what you're really doing in the gym is you're tearing your muscles down, and they heal and they grow stronger when they come back. So realize and try to think of your struggle through this lens, the lens of I am struggling for a reason, and I have the capability and the power to get through this struggle. You are perfectly aligned with, how I want to say this right. Your struggles are perfectly aligned with who you need to become. And I know, I know because I've done it so many times where I've wished I don't have the struggle, where I wish where life could just be easy, where everything is just perfect and everything is just here, but really that's a boring life. Without the struggle, there is no story. And I think like all the fun times and all the good memories are of you overcoming those challenges, of you overcoming the hardships, of you getting through it. You can have an easy life. I do believe that. You can have an easy life. But in a lot of ways, the easy life comes through coping with the struggle. If you're really in the struggle right now, if you're really in the hardship right now, something that you can do for yourself right now, and this, anybody can do this, even if you're a busy parent, take 5 minutes after you put the kids down, before you go to sleep. Take 5 minutes, sit with yourself in a meditation. Close those eyes, breathe. Don't react to anything that comes up, just let the things come up. So just do that for 2 minutes, right? And then use the other 3 minutes to journal out whatever came up without any judgment. You can't judge yourself for the pain and for the thoughts and for these things. All these thoughts and all these negative things that you have in your life were given to you for your protection. And often we look at these things as, oh, this is terrible. It's like anxiety. We look at anxiety and we say, oh, anxiety is bad. But really, anxiety is just a warning system. It's just a warning system. And yes, it's not being used or evolved. It doesn't seem like it's evolved great today, because it's like, oh my, I have anxiety about emails. It's silly, right? But anxiety can be a tool to help you be prepared, and you don't have to be so attached to it. It's like, okay, I'm feeling anxiety right now. Okay, cool. I get it. I'm feeling anxiety because of this, and that. All right. Just have grace for yourself. Just have grace for yourself. It's okay. It's okay. You might not be where you want to be. You might feel like you need more, but I really do. I'm believing that in order to get more, you need to step back and you need to understand who you are. And to understand who you are, you need to take those 5 minutes a day, those 5 minutes to sit with yourself, to journal out, to figure out, what do I want? Who do I want to become? And then when you can answer those questions, then you can start to have more of that easy life. Often I talk on these things and I forget what I say. It's like I get into this weird, I just get into this flow state and I just flow out, and I'm like, I hope it makes sense. So I hope all of that made sense today. I was trying to keep this short, and again, I'm at 7 minutes, and I was just looking at that. I'm like, oh my, it's going to take 3 hours to upload it if I can get it uploaded today. I have more travel coming up over the next couple of weeks, so it's going to be interesting keeping this up. But again, like in my last video, I talked about just showing up consistently and not worrying about perfection. And sometimes you have to realize the season of life you're in, and this is the season of life I'm in, and that's okay. I'm not going to judge it. I don't care. It's all right. It's beautiful. It has its beauty. And one day I will look back. One day I will look back fondly of this time, and I'll be like, wow, look how cool that was. That I got to travel around. That I got to meet a bunch of amazing people. I'll look at all this with so much gratitude. I love you. You are enough as you are. Sit with yourself just for a moment today. Take 5 minutes of time. Set a timer. 5 minutes. You deserve 5 minutes. You deserve 5 minutes. I love you. Thank you for watching.